Hi friends, it's Julia. I'm here to share a new kit that I'm putting together for my 12 cards, one kit, or one kit, 12 cards series. And I am taking this pre-made kit from Close to My Heart, and it's Workshops Your Way Happy Day card making kit. And it's geared to make, I think, 6 of each of these 2 cards. And it comes with a packet of paper, the card bases, and then a stamp set. And so what I've done is I've gone through, let me show you the original kit first. Here are the card bases. It comes with ribbon, and it's white. I don't know what type of ribbon that is, but it's got a gold band through the middle of it. And there's quite a bit on here, so I know I won't use all of it. This stamp set, and it's called Happy Day. And then it's got 2 sheets of this pattern paper. One side is polka dot with a leaf border, and then the other side is this floral. And it's almost fall tones, orange and green and gray, just really pretty. It comes with a couple of sheets of gray cardstock. It comes with a sheet of white cardstock and then a sheet of yellow cardstock. So that's the original kit, everything that comes with it. And so I can never leave well enough alone. What I have to do is I have to go through my stuff, my stash, and build onto this to create cards that are more unique, if you will. More, don't know the word that I'm looking for necessarily, but to make it feel more personal to me, that I created it. It's not just an image out of a book. I went through and I grabbed all of my Close to My Heart inks in browns and grays and golds and yellows, and then the one green color to pull in to use to do the stamping with. And I'll pull in black too. Let me grab that while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I pulled in some washi tapes, and I want to say maybe all of them are Close to My Heart. I don't remember. I only have one of them labeled as Close to My Heart, and it was from a Christmas kit several years ago. And so I have these 3 green diagonal stripe, a horizontal or vertical stripe, and then just a plain green that I've added in. I've added in some twine in gray and a little darker black, and then a more dark black. Fancy words, right? I've had this for a long time. It's We Are Memory Keepers twine, and I've never used it, but I'm going to open it up for this because I did find inspiration in the catalog with another packet of paper from this same line that used twine. So I pulled that in. I pulled in some sequins, and these are, I think, from Dollar Tree. And I just went through, they came in like little cellophane packages, multi-packs, and I just put them in here. I pulled in some dies. The first one is my stitch circles, and these are Stamps of Life. I pulled in this grass pattern because I thought with the flowers that might be kind of cool to cut out some of the images to create a flowers coming out of the grass, and that is Stamps of Life. The rectangular stitch rectangles, Stamps of Life, and then this leaf pattern that matches the leaf pattern that's in here. It's got the outline border in solid, and then the punch out pattern in the middle, and that is Close to My Heart, and I've not used that before. When I put this kit together, I got a whole stack of stamps that went in with this baggie and just got put into storage until I was ready to use it. And this is a kit from 2017 from the Seasonal Expressions catalog, the 3rd catalog for 2017. Also that I had put in that I'd gotten at the same time were several stamp sets. This one is called Stronger Together, several sentiments on there, just inspirational, you know, keep calm and fight on, tough times don't last, though people do, those kind of inspirations. This one I stuck in there as well, and it's also one of those blessed and thankful, and it's called Feel So Blessed, and it was one of the stamps of the month. And so I felt like I could use like thanks or grateful or even this sentiment here. And then this stamp set. It's Falling for You, and it's a stamp and die set, so it's got the stamps and then the dies to go along with. And so I pulled this in, and like I said, these I stuck right in the bag, so they've been sitting in the bag since 2017 when I got this order, and I've not used any of these yet. And then this one was in with another kit that I got, and it was a stamp that came with that kit, but it was also along with this paper line, and it is called Falling for You Card Making. And it's got So Thankful for You, Your Friendship, Your Help, Your Support, Your Guidance, or Truly Grateful. And it's got all these leaves on here, and I figure I could do the leaves and have them protruding up through the grass on that one die cut. The other thing that I did that I will a lot of times do is pull in scraps of paper that might match the inspiration paper. Excuse me. And so I go in and I use them to create backgrounds or punch out or whatever. They're scraps. If I use them, I do. If I don't, I don't. It's no big deal. So I went through my browns, my grays, my beiges, greens, and a few oranges. So I have tons of stuff in here to use just in making kits. And then I threw in a couple of sheets. It is the 110 pound weight cardstock from Michaels, the 8.5 by 11, and I just pulled 3 sheets of that only because I had them laying on the desk for another purpose and didn't use them, so I pulled them in to use in this kit. Anyway, that's what I have as far as kit wise goes. I will be back to show you what I have created with this kit. So stick around and you'll see what I've created. Alright, so I have the 12 cards plus that I made with my kit. And so I started out with this kit. It came with 2 sheets of pattern paper and 4 sheets of cardstock. And so I cut into all of it, though I did have to add an additional sheet of the gray cardstock in for my stash, which is okay because I have tons of stash that I, brought into this, and adding a little bit more is not going to hurt anything. So I used that, and let me show you what I created. The first 2 cards, based on what this inspiration was, you were supposed to make 6 of each cards by these patterns, but I made 2 of each. And so here's the first 2, and I followed along fairly closely with the pattern that they used in the catalog. This one is here, and then the next one, this one is here. A little bit different, not a whole lot. I didn't use the exact colors, but you can see. And these are really simple cards. These are images that I had stamped and cut out before I started creating with the kit. I went through and I cut out dozens, I'm telling you, dozens of these little floral shapes. And then I fussy cut these images, the leaves, and I stamped them all out, and then I fussy cut those out. I'm going to have to set these to the side open so they'll continue to dry because there's a little bit of seepage around that. Did those? Yeah, those were the same ones. And then the next cards that I created look like this. And these are also an image from in the catalog. There is a kit that you could for scrapbooking, and this is one of the something to do with the scraps. And you can see it's similar, but a little different. And for these, I had used the leaf image and I had stamped it onto a scrap sheet of paper, and so that's what I used here. And then used the border strip and some of the twine that I added into the kit, and then the sequins that I added in. And again, stamped the insides. I do 2 of each when I'm doing these cards. And then if you'll remember, I pulled in the die. Some of the stamp sets had dies to go with them, and then I pulled in the grass die, and so I made a couple of cards with the grass that I punched out and used. I pulled in one of my it's not dye based, it's pigment based inks to create the Hello Sunshine here. And so the inside again, using more of those flowers that I punched out. And I used the ribbon, tons of the ribbon. Here's one, just a simple thanks card. Again, fussy cut out the flower on this one. I had actually put down a different flower that was like this one in the center of this, and then I decided I wanted to have one of those, so I just covered it up. And then the final two are here and here. And so I stamped all the envelopes as well. There's 12 envelopes here, and I just put a feather image on the front of each of those. So I made 12 cards with the kit, and then I had enough supplies to continue making. So with the, this is still from the original kit. Again, I just fussy cut these flowers and leaves out. And then these are with the additional cardstock, excuse me, the gray cardstock that I pulled in. I created these. And these are, like I said, they are card fronts only. I did not put them on the, and this says so thankful for you, but you can't really see it there. So I don't know if I'm going to leave these like this or if I'm going to do something different to cover that up. I don't know yet. These two are my least favorite of all of them. But we'll see later on down the line. But then, you know, I have to get some different card bases. The ones that I have already are 4 by 5.5, and these are 4 1/4. These were made for 4 1/4 by 5.5, so I have some time to work on those to put them. So remainder, I have my stamp sets, and I had 5 stamp sets. This one was the one that came with the original kit. I had the dies. I used these. And I used those. I was going to say, I don't think I did, but I did. I used those. And then additional embellishments that I added in. I had put that in and didn't use it. I used each of the washi tapes. I used the sequins. I used not nearly, there's still quite a bit there. I used quite a bit of the ribbon. I used quite a bit of the twine. And this is where I stamped the images out that came with the original kit. And you can see I just stamped them and colored them, and then some additional images. And then when I wanted them, I just cut them out. From all the scraps, this is what I have left. I had cut images out and stamped. And as far as paper scraps go, from the scraps that I added in, this is what I have left. From the original kit and cardstock that I had together, this is it. This is all that I have left from that. And I know it's probably enough to make a couple more cards, but I'm done. I'm done working with this kit. That's the beauty of working with one of these kits. And I just want to show you how much scraps I actually went through. That's where I did all the stamping and cutting with that. I just always think that's so interesting about, you know, how much you use and you don't even realize that you're using. But anyway, thanks for sticking around, and I hope this inspired you guys to create some cards from your stash. If you have an old kit sitting around that you don't know what to do with, you know, build it up a little bit with your own stash, or pull together a kit from your own stash and create something with it. Anyway, stick around for the next video in this series. I'm not sure when that'll be, but I'm going to continue doing this as long as I continue to buy kits, I think. Anyway, thanks and have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.